Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. It's been a good weekend for some, and not so good for others. So, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, man, it's all good.
Grand weekend, man. All good over here.
Can't complain.
Great for me. Fantastic.
Darn it. That full house has missed us again.
Yeah, no. There's always someone letting us down.
Yeah, mate.
Boy, let's not go there.
But yeah,
Not yet anyway.
we have reached our target. Bevan set us a target. I think you said it in October to get to 300 subscribers by the end of November, and we have reached it with a day to spare. Well, on the last day, really. So thank you for all of our subscribers. Really appreciate you, and keep sharing, keep passing it on, so we can get to 400 quicker than we got to 300. So, as you will say, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment and hit that notification button. So, it's been an interesting weekend. I was actually at a game today, so hopefully that luck continues. So, anyone out there wants to give me tickets in the Liverpool games, I'm happy to take them. Hopefully, it can help our chances.
That and coincided with Salah being dropped as well. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, it rotated. We'll probably play on Wednesday. Rotated, innit? But yeah, we'll move to what we normally start the show with, and that is the guess the player. So, if you guys are ready, can you guess this player?
Yeah.
Not sure why it's zoomed in.
Yeah.
Oh, so two of you got it ready. I know Bevan Lamont said yeah quickly, so Leon said yeah. Bevan?
No. Do you know what? Yeah.
I was hesitant to put a Tottenham player because Leon would see the lines, but
Maybe it's a Tottenham player. I don't care.
Lamont said he's got it as well.
yeah, he said it quicker than you. I was like, okay. I think Lamont's been hacking my computer.
No. The thing about it is, I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
No.
This is
No.
the thing.
No. It's not him.
But because you said it, you're going to get first guess.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
fine. That's fine by me. You man just, you know what? The shade is real, innit?
No, bro. Normally you give up, bro. I'll be like,
Yeah,
no, man, I
trust
don't
me.
even know what that badge is.
We're
Today
rooting
you're
for you,
like,
bro.
saying it with chest.
Trust me, we're rooting for you.
All right.
Bevan, you give up? Or
No. Let them go, man.
go on then.
No, I feel like you guys were colluding off camera just to give me something easy. That's how I'm feeling right about now. I'm feeling like I shouldn't even say, but I'm gonna say anyway. Lorente, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
Yes.
For bonus one, which one? Don't worry.
Fernando Lorente.
It is Fernando.
Fernando. Yeah. The striker guy. Yeah, the striker.
Cool. All right, good job.
I got
See,
one, bro.
and
I can't believe it.
Here was me thinking I had to choose a Man United player to get you to get one. There you go.
Hey, I was slightly thinking it was gonna be Jay. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking Jay's gonna help this week.
That's because you don't know he's really a United. That's because you don't really know he's really a Spurs fan, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Me?
boy, for real.
He's really a Spurs fan.
No,
It's all smoke and mirrors.
All right, cool. It has been a very eventful weekend on the scorecards for our prediction table. So, boy, without any further ado, it makes sense just to move on to it. So,
looking forward to this.
Here we go.
To this one. Jeez.
So I've changed up a little bit this week. So
I demand a recount.
This is, as you can see, weekly score, game week 12. This is how it looked last week. And now...
Rock bottom.
Drum roll, please. Woo! God.
Now it looks like this. I don't know what he did, but Lamont has...
Listen.
It's not even swapped places with me because I was second. I was second. I'm now in Lamont's spot, and Lamont's at the top.
Hey.
Daryl's had 2 bad game weeks. He's got 0 points, but I've got 2 points in 2 game weeks. So it's all turned around.
13 is my lucky number, mate. Look at that. Boom. 13. Game week 13, I get 13 points and I'm at the top. Yes, sir. Long
So,
may it
yeah.
continue. Long live the king.
So well done. So let the viewers know, the listeners know which scores you got correct.
So I called the Fulham score
Which was?
to 2-1
Mm-hmm.
to Fulham against Spurs. I called United score, which was 2-1 to United against Crystal Palace. I called the draw with Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think
Then you got
the Liverpool game. I called
win.
Liverpool to win. Yeah, I called 2-1 and it was 2-0. So I was very close. I could have got a full house. That would have been amazing.
See, I'm actually vexed because, as you guys probably remember, I called 2-0. And then I was like,
did.
actually 2-1 because we always concede from corners and they're going to score from a corner. If I had not been so pessimistic, I would still be in a good position right now. But
In the mixer. Yeah,
oh well. It's only game week 13. It's only game week 13.
that makes for good reading, though. It makes for good reading.
Yeah, for now.
Bev,
But
you
yeah.
still playing?
Oh wow!
No.
Man took it there.
No, I'm not playing. I've given up, bruvs. Get me? I've
They're-
thrown in a towel.
He's acting like a typical reigning champ right now.
Oh boy, for real, boy. Man City, Liverpool. Now you.
Just falling off this season where completely. It's all right. There's still time
Okay.
for me to get points.
So the running order of this week's show, we'll discuss obviously the biggest game of the weekend, which was Chelsea versus Arsenal. Then we'll move on to Liverpool or West Ham versus Liverpool. Then we'll chat about Man United against Crystal Palace, reluctantly. And then we'll talk about Spurs and is it what's gone wrong or what's continuing to go wrong? So we'll see. We'll see. But today's big game, I don't know, man. It's like it was fiery.
Very.
Yep.
It was good. Surprises. I didn't expect Saliba. I still haven't checked. Do you know why Saliba didn't play today?
No, I don't know. I didn't check. I was.
He wasn't even in the squad, was he?
No, he wasn't in the
No.
squad. No.
So, and obviously Marino turning into like a superstar. Someone in our comments, if you don't mind me saying his name, I think it's Tom Dick or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
When we
Tom.
did-
Yeah. Tom
When
Dickinson.
Tom Dickinson, when we put out the combined 11s, he said, I don't understand how Marino doesn't start in his combined 11s because his goals to games is better than all the guys that we picked up front. And he was right. Marino
Yeah,
comes in
wrong.
and rise to the rescue. So, Tom Dickinson, credit to you, sir. You were correct. Well, we move on. Bevan, how do you see that?
I see it as 2 points dropped really, but Chelsea were good for their point and could have got more if they had 10 men on the pitch. I was
11.
11. Sorry, if they had 11 men on the pitch, not 10. I was a bit nervous when I saw that Saliba weren't playing. I was a bit nervous to see how Hincapié and Mascara were going to play together. And although they didn't do too bad, you could see the difference when you don't have Saliba or Gabriel because of the way that they feed the ball into midfield. There were times in the first half where Mascara was playing loose passes into the midfield and it wasn't as assured as it would be with Saliba there or with one of them playing with either Saliba or Gabriel. So it's kind of shown how much they were missed in that game. But Chelsea were on it from the first minute. They were touch tight to every single player. Didn't give anyone any space. They were just all over everybody like a rash man and ready to break. And if it wasn't for some poor finishing in the first half by Esteval, they could have They could have been 1-0 up. He did miss. He missed 2 chances. Awful though. They were like rose ed, but he showed his potential and he showed how good he is and why he's starting, because he was giving Calafiori some horrible, a difficult time. Reece James was like a man possessed. He was the best player on the pitch everywhere. Like, he's an athlete. He's a baller. He was like, there was a chance. I think it was in the second half where I think Marino's tackled him, and then Eze's got there, and he should have been second best to the ball, but Reece James has just got there, man, and he was just running the show in the middle of the park. And I mean, they get a man sent off because of the fiery tackles in there, and Caicedo gets sent off, and then you think second half Arsenal going to come out, but Chelsea didn't retreat as they've done in previous games when they've had a man sent off. They actually took the game to Arsenal and managed to score first from a corner, and then you're thinking, are Arsenal do they have enough to get back into the game? And as well as Cucurella, as good of a game Cucurella had against Saka, he just needed one chance to beat him, and then he puts the ball into the box and Marino scores. And then you think, can we go on to win it? We had like 1 or 2 chances. Well, there was one more chance in the second half that Marino takes a shot and it rebounds off the keeper, and then that was about it. And Timber took one off of Gokeres's head.
Oh my gosh,
livid. He was livid, but you could see, the one thing I will say is that I could see how much it meant to Arsenal at the end of the game, because they came off that game, they weren't happy. They weren't happy with 1-1. They wanted more out of that game. I think that maybe in the first half, Maresca got his tactics right, and it worked. They just looked a bit quicker than us. They looked a bit more mobile, and they were definitely
more aggressive as well.
Yes, they were more aggressive, but then we got the bulk of the yellow cards. It's a bit crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like obviously Chelsea were playing for those. I think all those, not all of them, but most of the fouls that I was seeing given, you could see that Chelsea was just playing for the fouls. They were trying to get your guys on cards so that they could maybe control the game a bit more. That was before the sending off even. Imagine, before Caicedo got sent off, there was already 4 yellow cards. 3 of them were to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, that was a statement of intent was draw the foul and be aggressive in the challenge. And I feel like, irritate Arsenal, get under their skin. And I feel like you could see that Chelsea were up for it from the jump. Cucurella's challenge on Saka, one of many, might I add, they were all very kind of, is he trying to injure the kid or what? Because he was not letting up one bit. He wasn't letting up one bit, man. Weren't one bit. I would say that you guys showed a lot of character today, to be fair, because through frustration in just seeing that you weren't able to necessarily break Chelsea down, you guys kept on probing, just kept on doing what Arsenal do and just, stay to task and not rise to the bait and get someone sent off, because in a game like that, where Chelsea were trying to draw the fouls and you guys were getting cards, it could have easily have been another yellow for any of those before they came off.
Nketiah was lucky.
Bruh?
Yeah.
Nketiah was lucky.
The elbow on, what's his name? Chabaloa. Is it Chabaloa?
Yeah.
Am I saying that?
I don't know.
Chalobah, there you go. I'm a butcher, sorry guys. But yeah, the elbow on him, that could have easily been another yellow. Easily, to be fair.
No, that was his yellow.
That was his yellow for that.
He got yellow for that. And then he headbutted João Pedro, but it wasn't really a yellow card.
Nah,
he was going for the balls. Yeah. But another referee another day might have given a yellow card for that.
I think if he doesn't,
he's walking.
If he hasn't given out the yellow cards that he was given out in the first half, he might have given a second yellow in the second half. Because sometimes in that first half, I felt like the referee, I'm sure he gave a yellow after 4 minutes, which usually they kind of give a talking to and stuff like that. Yeah. But fair enough. It's a tactical foul or whatever, and sometimes you do get them. But I've seen refs let those go, and I've said that in previous weeks about Arsenal winning the ball back high up the pitch. Chelsea didn't let us do that this game. They beat the press so many times and opened us up. And if it wasn't for some last ditch defending, then we could have been in a lot of trouble in some parts of that game. But I say it was 1-1. Down to 10 men, you would expect to get a win, especially being 0-0 at half time. But then when they go 1-0 up, other teams go 1-0 up against 10 men and can't score a goal. We score a goal, and as a team looking to win the league, if you can't win the game, then don't lose it, innit?
Yeah, facts. Big facts. I would say though, MLS looks a little bit. He still looks off it. He still looks like he's lacking confidence. I respect Arteta for bringing him on and giving him some minutes today after Calafiori got taken off. But I don't know, man. He's not looking like he's got the same kind of vigor that he had last season. And I don't know if maybe the media's got into his head a little bit, or I don't know. This is again not me trying to.
No,
I'm genuinely questioning it because he looked quality last season.
Yeah, but he hasn't really had a lot of game time this season.
The rhythm's not there.
Yeah,
like he got last year.
And it's still early into the season. Really, we're talking 13 games in. We've got 3 games coming up. We've got 3 games over the next 10 days. So he's going to get game time, and he's just going to have to get into that rhythm that he got into last season. He's going to be needed because like players are getting injured and things like that, and it might be that Calafiori gets put out to centre back for one of the games and something like that. So he's going to play, but he's got to just manage those minutes, and he's young as well. So you don't want to just put them in straight away and then like burn them out and stuff like that.
Yeah. This time last year, he wasn't even playing because this is the round of the time last year when we came to Emirates. Yeah. And he came off the bench where he started, and he got a bit of criticism, wrongly so, because he was young and up against informed Salah. But it was a few weeks after this that he actually got into the team. So it can still happen again this season. But I have to give Maresca credit, because when you look at what he did against Man United, went down to 10 men, it wasn't even his defenders he got sent off. It was a goalkeeper who got sent off. So you could take off Esteval, bring on a goalkeeper, and he could have done the same thing he did today. But for some reason, that game, he decided to just go all out defence. And I've said it, and we've said it, they're a young team, a young manager, and it's progression. Today showed progression in his managerial career, because that was, yes, this one was at home, but that was a much, much more positive outlook towards the game. And they could have won it.
Yeah.
They could have won it.
Yeah.
So you say that, Jay. You say that, but Raya didn't really have much to do. I know what you mean about they could have won it just because they showed a lot of character, but outside of that, I don't really feel like Raya had loads to do. He really didn't. I feel like Arsenal, realistically, because they look so dejected at full time, because I really do believe that, they knew they rued their chances. They had a couple of chances that they probably would say to themselves, we should have done better, man. We really should have. But that's the nature of it. Sanchez was on job today.
Yeah.
So, trust me.
Yeah. They had a big chance in the second half. There was a big chance. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was a big chance in the second half, which they missed. And Arsenal didn't miss a big chance in the second half. That's why I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It might have been, was it Delap may have had something? There was a chance that they should have. Yeah, go on.
He had a shot, but he went straight to Raya. They didn't really do much to trouble him, to be honest.
No.
And even some of the chances we had, we probably could have, like Marino's chance could have been better. And I think.
What do you mean? It was a good strike, Bev. To be fair, Sanchez is going the other way, and he's gone to go near post. And Sanchez is.
If you got Martinelli's one, that's Martinelli. If you got Martinelli's one.
Was that I don't think. Oh, was it Martinelli?
There were 2. No, Martinelli had one. Martinelli had one
as well.
He didn't really catch it right. And Marino had one near the end.
But still, anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was a good game. And the rest of us, apart from you, got the result we wanted. None of us wanted Arsenal to go 9 points clear. So the title race is still on, I guess. So we move on. Liverpool will be quick, because West Ham were terrible. Liverpool were okay. Wasn't a bad performance on the pitch from Liverpool. Obviously, the big talking point, and if you watched our shorts this week, and if you watched the episode last week, Lamont did ask, was it the week before? He did ask why hasn't Salah been dropped, and Salah was either dropped or rotated, and it coincided with Wirtz having his best game of the season from all competitions. Wirtz, I was at the game today.
It
and
also coincided with what, James? What have we been saying for how many weeks now? What was the other thing that man did, Mr. Slot?
Go and say it. He put Gomez at right back.
He put someone at right back. Who should be playing at right back?
Yeah. I've been saying it. And I was happy and I was a bit disappointed. I was happy Gomez started at right back. I was happy there was a possibility of a change of system. But I did think Ekitike should have started instead of Isak. But Isak gets a goal. So the manager becomes right because Isak gets a goal. So in that regard, he does okay there. But in general, first half, it was one-way football, a lot of it. They didn't have a shot on target the whole game. And they didn't really trouble us. But it's frustrating. It's a frustrating watch because we're hesitant. Sometimes we don't know whether we're going to pass forward, whether we're going to pass back. We make a forward pass and all of a sudden someone turns back. And I kind of miss the Liverpool that just went for people's throats. We got the ball.
That's confidence, though, James.
Yeah.
You guys are not. You're not at that stage right now, and so you've got to pick up these points when you can, because the only way they're going to build confidence is to get wins. Like, the performance weren't great today, but you got the job done. I know you would have taken 3 points in any of the results that you've had where you've lost all of these games.
Yeah.
And like, you realistically, once Slot starts to figure out who plays best with each other, because that is partly the problem. He tried to obviously force in a lot of new players into a team that was quite established already. He needs to figure out how these pieces link together and who is going to be the right players to play at the right time against the right opposition. Because the reason you have a squad is so that you can use rotation or have different weapons in different games. Like, you're not going to be able to play a West Ham every week. So there's going to be certain players who will thrive playing against someone who, like West Ham, who's going to sit back and try and play counter-attack. But again, in other games, Wirtz won't necessarily get the space and the time to do what he wants to do. So, yeah, it's going to take time, man. But
the worst thing today, Wirtz should have had a goal and 2 assists. In the first half,
early on.
Yeah, in the first half, it drops to him, just blaze it into the corner, and it's a soft little pass shot to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper just falls down and saves it. And I'm actually right behind it, and I'm like, oh, it opens up just in that corner. It doesn't, and then there's one to Gakpo from right to left. No, to Isak. There's one from right to left where he plays it across. Gakpo dummies it. And Isak disguised it. And I'm like, oh, come on. I think that was like 4 or 5 minutes. Then there's another one to Ekitike, to Gakpo, where he goes from left to right, and he miscontrols it. And I'm like, Wirtz is getting cussed week after week. And all you guys have to do is control the ball and score. Because, listen, hopefully, I said it in my podcast. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it after this, in my post-match. Today was hopefully a new day, a new start to the season for Kanate, because he was a lot better today. Had a couple of nonsense moments in the first half, but second half he was fine. McAllister was good from start to finish. Still a bit slow, but he was a lot better from start to finish. And Isak wasn't great, but the finish was crisp.
Yeah,
it was such a good finish. Such a good finish.
It wasn't the finish of a striker that's struggling for form. Definitely.
No.
It wasn't.
It was a finish.
It was quality. When I saw it, I thought, damn.
Yeah, that's a good finish. Do you think? Are you going to go into the window in January and buy another defender?
Oh, we have to.
They wanted to get Gahey, remember?
Yeah.
The window closed. So I think a DM is on the cards as well.
And do you think not having
a winger more likely?
Do you think not having a current centre back is why you haven't played Gomez?
Yes, and I since found out his injury problems, because I've been complaining, why is he not playing? And then last week he had an injection in his knee, so he was hardly training. So it's possible that, obviously we don't get told all these things, but when we see him on the bench, we're like, he's on the bench, why is he not playing? But it's quite possible that he's been having injections in his knee over the past few weeks, but he's been on the bench just in case we have an injury to both centre-backs and he has to play. So with that being said, and he's having injections in his knee, it means, in my opinion, we should be buying another centre-back. Because
this is his first 90 minutes in ages as well, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, in the league, yeah. In the league,
Yeah.
he got, I think Carabao Cup he said 90s, but in the league, yeah. And he was good. He was very good. He was literally controlling the whole right side. He was right back, he was right wing, and he wasn't doing great going forward. There was one chance where he should have blazed it. He's never scored. You can tell he's never scored. He was at the angle. All you have to do is hit it hard and low across the goalkeeper. It either goes in or he parries it and someone can tap it in. But instead, he tries to flash it across and it goes to no one. But I didn't care because he was there to defend and to make sure we got a clean sheet today.
Yeah. You got
Make sure we stop the rot. Yeah, he gets an assist as well.
And a good one like that.
So, yeah, so... And the last thing I'll say... You're gone.
When's Bradley and Frimpong back?
Frimpong's a weird one because he was supposed to be back not long after the international break, so they haven't put a date on it. Bradley was supposed to miss this whole period. When he got injured, he said he's missing 22 days. So literally the whole of the month. So I'm not expecting Bradley back for another 2 weeks at least. Hopefully Frimpong's back in that period. But with the change, sometimes it looked like a diamond. Sometimes it looked like a 4-3-3. But what we did see was the freedom that Wirtz had. As Leon said, he's not going to get that freedom all the time. But as long as he's making the passes, he'll come good and will come good. So listen, it's enjoyable to go there and watch it. Happy to win for the first time we beat Aston Villa. But away, that was our first away win since September the 14th.
Wow.
Since September the 14th. So it was well overdue. So Slot, well done. You made the brave decision to rotate or to drop Salah. And it worked out. It worked out. So anything else you guys want to add on? Oh, cool. Move on. Yeah. Listen, normally we talk about Liverpool for like 10-15 minutes, so I'm trying to cut it down.
That's because you won. That's because you won today.
Just one more last week.
No. It's because we won today, and Lemon can't go after me. That's why. That's why.
What I will say is how ridiculous was Paqueta's red card today. Yeah. How ridiculous was that? 2 yellows in the space of was it a yellow and a red? No,
10 seconds.
2 yellows.
2 yellows.
In the space of 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll tell you it was a minute because he argued with him for about a minute. Literally, when you actually look at it, he was arguing for about a minute to get the red card. And
the funny thing was, I'm seeing some notes in the media saying that he was basically really frustrated because he feels like he's not getting protection from anybody, including the club, to do with his betting. You know, the gambling thing that he had in the ban. So he's a frustrated player at the minute. That's what I'm reading in the comments that he's making.
And then you go do that.
Yeah.
Which makes it.
Yeah.
If there's any bets.
Nuno.
Yeah.
What's he getting sent off in protest?
Yeah, he was taking out on Nuno as well. He said
Nice.
when he was coming off the pitch, he was not actually like proper remonstrating, but enough for there to see that he's projecting frustration over there as well. Like no one's trying to support me, no one's trying to back me, but his boys were trying to tell him to stop.
Bro, even Alisson was telling him to stop. Alisson came out with his goal and told him to stop, and he didn't listen. And then Fernandez's face, because Fernandez tries to pull him. When he sees the red card, he's like, "Why? It's ref. Why?" Listen. The annoying thing was after they got the red card, they had like 5 minutes of possession, which is annoying for me. I'm like, who's got 10 men here? They got 10 men, and they're on to us. But as Leon said, that's confidence. A lack of confidence. We just sat back, but we held out. So we'll move on. We said we'll talk about Man United, so might as well.
Whoa, that was a downturn, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know, the tone of the voice.
Yeah, it brings the tone down, innit? Talking about Man
United. Well, you'll be happy to know that we
kind of like the first half, innit?
Oh mate, the first half was so woeful. I mean, if Crystal Palace could finish their dinner, we would have been in a land of misery. I'm not gonna lie. I was unsure about the game today. I know I called 2-1, but even that was a little bit, through gritted teeth. And I was considering that the athleticism in the centre of the park that Crystal Palace possess, And also Mateta on his day, you know, he will give anybody problems. And to be fair, even though he scored a penalty today, he was still giving us problems over the park. But I feel like it was also caveated by, you know, my where I was unsure was that we haven't beat Crystal Palace in the league for years. Like we've had a draw here or there. We beat them in the cup, but not in the league. So this was a long time coming, and I'm glad it's come now because we do need to keep some kind of momentum after the game that we had in the week against Everton. Honestly, the first half, we just, and I said it in my post match. If you haven't watched it, please just watch it after this. That we looked like we were still licking our wounds from the Everton game. We looked like we were still, our heads were still in that place, and it quickly needed to be shaken off because we just didn't look comfortable. We were second to the ball. We weren't aggressive enough. There was loads of defensive mistakes, and Crystal Palace could have had a number of goals in the first half hour, to be honest. Euro makes a mistake, and to be honest, it was a great reverse pass by Watton into Mateta's feet.
Yeah.
Quality pass. Quality. Hi. What do you call it? Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate
mousse chocolat, bro. I'm
Mousse
telling
au
you.
chocolat.
And Mateta's just opened up his body, and Euros clumsily put his foot in, hit Mateta. Mateta's gone down theatrically. And, you know, the penalty, rest is history. He had 2 cracks at it. He scored both. First one was disallowed because he double tapped it. And then he put it in the other corner. So it was one of them. After that, I feel like United still didn't wake up. We still looked like we could ship another goal. And as I'm thinking it, Nketiah, after being subbed on, had a chance within minutes. Balls played over. I believe it was a corner, but I could be wrong. But either which way, he was on the halfway line on his own. And I think De Ligt's gone to make a challenge, slipped, and then Nketiah was running in on goal from the halfway line. I don't know if he was running on handbrake or if he was moonwalking or what, but somehow Luke Shaw's come from the left centre-back across the pitch and managed to make a last-ditch challenge to block Nketiah's shot. It was coming like Nketiah wanted to walk it in the back of the net.
Bro, he was moving so slow, bruvs.
I
He
lie.
was moving backwards. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, is he... Nah. Was he like running? He was running in quicksand.
All you have to do is pull the trigger.
He just stopped running. He just stopped running. I couldn't believe it. It's insane.
So yeah, shortly after that, I feel like we went into half time, which I was thankful for. And I use this word a lot. I was hoping that someone would kind of like, you know, galvanize the boys and just say to them, look, we need to switch on. It's only 1-0. We can still get something out of this. We came out and it was pretty much that. Zirkzee started winning headers. He started holding up the ball a bit more, behaving like a proper target man. You started seeing the link up from Bruno, getting involved. And there was a little bit more cohesion. Within about 10 minutes, within about 10 minutes of us starting the second half, Bruno's floated a nice little free kick into the box. Zirkzee's chested it, turned on a volley, blood eye. Bottom corner, past Henderson and a bunch of players. Didn't touch no one, just clean, bottom corner. And then I think about another 5 or 10 minutes after that, we had another opportunity, free kick. To be fair, I feel like Crystal Palace's wall was shoddy. I believe they should have done better.
More than shoddy, bro. It disintegrated. Seriously. Literally. And the keeper was even ready. Like, come on. Be on job, man.
He was not.
It was one of them old school free kicks. 2 people standing over it, Bruno and Mount. Bruno rolls the ball to Mount and Mount just wraps his foot around it, puts it bottom corner underneath the wall. 2-1 United. Now, I mean, Bevan likes to use the phrase huff and no puff. And I feel like that's what Crystal Palace started doing after that. Although it did look like we may have given them a chance at the end of the game, there wasn't really nothing happening more than that, really, to be honest with you. They had a free kick around about the 90th minute and they hit the wall and that was it. 2-1 United. So, yeah, 3 points away from home. against Crystal Palace, who we haven't beat in 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. Bruno with those 2 assists today takes him above Paul Scholes in the assists. I think he just goes over Paul Scholes, for the assist for United, which is great. I think he's also top assist in the Premier League as well now. So
And
all is well.
United are the top goal scoring team from set pieces this season. Who would have thought?
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Yeah, we've made it look good as well.
No, you haven't.
So...
You really haven't. Wait, so I looked at your bench, right? And I realized that your bench looks sparse. You got a whole lot of defenders, and there's not a lot of attacking options on there. And how many injuries have you got? Šeško, Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha's out. I mean, I did forget to mention that Martinez has just come back, so he had like a 10-15 minute cameo, which was good to see. And Maguire's out.
So but in terms of you signed, how many players did you sign in the summer?
About 4 or 5, bro.
4 or 5.
A few.
So how many more attacking players do you need?
I don't know, but we definitely need something, because when you look on our bench, like you said, in terms of quality levels, we haven't got that next level of quality that we can bring on to really change a game. So it's one of them. I think we need to find some kind of, connection within and some chemistry within the players that we've got to try and just get results like we did today. To be honest, we can't have too many first halves like we did today against teams like, the likes of Arsenal and all the bigger sides.
But you're going to get hit hard, African nations, because you're losing 2 key players up top, and then Mazraoui as well will go. Yeah. So if you don't have Cunha back or what's the name back, if you don't have Cunha or Šeško back, you play up front.
Well, this is it. I mean, there's talk that they might call Chido back up again, but again, I feel like that was ineffective, to be honest with you. I feel like he was just filling the gap whilst the boys were getting warmed in. But you're right.
If you're gonna call him up, why wasn't he on the bench today? What?
No, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I know that the under 18s and the reserves, they're doing their business.
But I don't think he's been playing for your under 18s recently. I don't think he was in.
He's probably in under 21s. He's probably in under 21s.
Yeah. Well, no, I had a look at something, and he doesn't seem to be.
Is he injured? Much. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he's injured.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think we are lacking a little bit of firepower up front, but for now we're scoring goals and the assists are coming thick and fast. So I feel like, you know what, you get 3 points.
2 questions. One,
go on.
When is that you gonna cut his hair?
Oh, Zirkzee.
No. The United strand.
That's never happening.
When's he gonna cut? He's gonna cut his hair this season, or is it gonna be next season?
Oh, which one?
5 wins in a row.
5 wins in a row.
Oh, right, that guy.
When does that happen?
I don't know. Good luck to him, man. I hope he uses the right shampoo.
and where do you honestly think United are going to finish this season?
I'm going to say European places, top 4. I was definitely...
That's Champions League, not European. That's Champions League.
Well, top 4. That's what I meant. Champions League, top 4.
We're finishing 4th this season.
Do you know what? Yeah, within that bracket.
What do you mean? What bracket?
Yeah, top 4, bro. Like, I don't know what language I'm talking. You don't understand.
No. Because I'm asking. I said so. Okay, so the top 4. So you got City. You got Arsenal. You got Chelsea. You got City, and then United.
To be honest, yeah, maybe not in that order as well.
No. You're trolling. You think you're gonna finish? So you think you can finish above Chelsea or City?
I think we can finish in top 4. So whatever that means to you, that's what it means. Top 4. That's what I'm thinking.
So you think you can finish top 4, but you don't know when you're going to win 5 games in a row?
And
how would you get to top 4? You got to have some.
Well, we got to have some consistency.
That's a very good point.
But winning games, we might draw a few, but I feel like with the rest of the results that have been happening around us, with teams like Liverpool, Aston Villa, even, and Chelsea. Well, you think so? I feel like the results that have been coming up, with the sides that are around us, I feel like they might fall in our favour. So I'm not saying it's all built on just us being consistently great or getting 3 points every week or getting, doing like a 7, 8, 9, 10 game run of wins, whatever. I'm saying it will be heavily reliant on the lack of consistency from the other teams around us as well, because I'm not noticing anything other than United are. We've been lucky. We've been riding our luck. Other than the Everton game, we've been riding our luck for a few games now, and I'm just hoping that it can continue past the AFCON when the boys go to the African nations. To be honest with you, because we're going to need something in that period. Ahmad and Mbeumo, although they were mute today, they are dangerous, are danger men, and not having them in the squad is going to be a massive impact for us, I believe.
So you're going to go into the winter? You reckon you're going to go and sign someone in January?
Possibly. Who? I don't know, Bev, to be honest.
What do you need?
But we're going to need someone to replace what we're missing, for sure.
We'll catch up onto this closer towards the window anyway. So we'll move on to Tottenham League. So the first thing I would say is, were you sitting there thinking, has Thomas Frank lost his mind? When he came out and said, the fans that were booing Vicario are not true Tottenham fans? Or do you think the sentiment was right, but it's not the way to say it?
I understand what he's trying to say is that you have to support, obviously, your own players and whatnot, but saying that they're not true fans isn't correct, because the way that Tottenham have played this season, obviously recent performances, recent results, fans are angry right now. They can't see any identity with this team, and that is the problem. We don't know how Thomas Frank wants Tottenham to play, because we don't seem to have any sort of direction. Every single game is like, you don't know what to expect. You actually don't know what to expect. You don't know what team to expect. You don't know what performance to expect. You don't know how we're going to play. As much as Ange was the root of his own downfall by playing the same way and not changing anything, we kind of knew what to expect when we went into games. We knew how we were going to play. Other teams knew how we were going to play, and that ended up being the downfall of Ange. With Thomas Frank, we actually don't know what his philosophy is. He doesn't seem to have a philosophy that he's trying to implement with Tottenham, because every game is something different. We were very much focused on the opposition for a number of games and how to prevent them from causing us problems, but we don't seem to put our own emphasis on going for the win or going for games, attacking in a certain way, having players in the right positions. He's spoken about it, about that criticism or about that lack of attacking football and a lack of chances created and whatnot. And he says they're working on it. But at the moment, we don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. 6 minutes into the game, you don't expect your keeper to come rushing out and literally kicking the ball straight to the opposition when all he has to do is clear it out for touch, play it safe. We're not in a position of strength where, the team's firing on all cylinders, and if we were already 1-0 down at this point, so it wasn't even like we were in the ascendancy. We were on the back foot. After 6 minutes, he's gone and done this, and just to add insult to injury, none of the defenders position themselves to cover him. The goal is literally open, and no one's thought, let me make sure I can cover if they hit the ball long. And there's more than enough time, because it's not as though when the ball's cleared by Vicario, it goes to a Fulham player who passes it to Harry Wilson. He controls it and then passes it to Harry Wilson, who, quick thinking, he's like, there's no one in the goal. He's even said, I'm surprised no one's gone to cover the goalkeeper. And he's hit it first time straight into an empty net. So, yes, the sentiment that he's trying to say is about supporters defending, but the way that the team has played at home, not just under him, but under Ange for the last 12 months or so, 18 months probably, Our home form's so bad. The fans have had enough. It's four losses at home already. Like it's literally 3-point lane, and we want to talk about other teams, how they get onto Tottenham, blah 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 blah. But it's all self-inflicted wounds. Self-inflicted. It's always Tottenham as a root of their own downfall. Bournemouth have won one away game this season. Where's that? Tottenham. Fulham have won one away game this season. Where's that? Tottenham. Wolves, I think Wolves, do they have 1 point or 2 points in the league right now?
2.
2 points.
2 points. Yeah. One of those at Tottenham. So even before Christmas, we're handing out gifts. So what do you want the fans to do? The players have to go out there and perform like they want to win. It goes hand in hand. The fans want something to cheer for. I understand that the English atmosphere is different to certain other countries where fans are singing and dancing and jumping around all game. It's a different kind of culture. But right now, the team has to figure out a way of getting the fans behind them, and conceding off 2 goals after 6 minutes is not what you want to see as a fan, and especially at home. So he's got a lot of work to do, man. He's got a lot of work to do. I don't know how much time he's got, because other managers, we've
gave Andrew a whole season though. Do you think he will get a seminar? Obviously, you changed.
Ange had a really good start. It always helps to have a good start, because that's what kept Ange in the job longer than probably he would have done otherwise. That start that he had, where we went 10 games unbeaten to start the season, that was the best start we've ever had in the Premier League.
That euphoria was something else for you guys.
It was crazy, but at the same time, soon as the wheels started to fall off, Ange couldn't stop the rot. And then we were very inconsistent for that last season. We ended up finishing 5th behind Villa, I think. And then obviously the second season, it all went to pot. With Frank, he's come in. He's supposed to be a pragmatic manager, but with once he has that stability within the team, he likes to then try and attack teams. What we've seen so far is he's tried to be pragmatic, and away from home, the results, apart from at the Emirates, were pretty positive. The performances weren't great, but we're getting results. At home, completely different kettle of fish. It's been so bad. I've witnessed most of the games this season at home firsthand, and there hasn't been much to shout about. I wasn't at the game on Saturday, and I was kind of thankful considering how it went down. But he's got to find a way to get this team playing. He's got to figure out the right. I guess same with Liverpool, getting the right players to build chemistry. He keeps chopping and changing because he doesn't know what his best team is. He doesn't know what the best formula is, but he's got to figure it out. And he's not going to have long, because the fans are already on his back. And the fact that we've lost 4 at home before December is pretty appalling, really.
Quick question, Lee. So I've just got a couple of questions. First thing is, did you see the Poro spat at the end? Was he having a go at a fan?
Can't really tell, because it looked like he was shouting at Bergvall, who was applauding the fans.
Yeah. He was saying why. I think he was saying why he was applauding him.
Why you applauding, maybe
let's go to the tunnel.
Because of obviously the booing at the end of the game due to performance. I think there's a lot of frustration. Obviously, the players are frustrated. Then they're not playing to the best of their ability as a team. Individual mistakes are costing us. I mean, you look at that PSG game, and people are like, it was a much more positive performance. Then we showed character, but individual mistakes cost us. Yeah. Giving players time at the end of the box, at the edge of the box to shoot, and it's happened again yesterday. Like, it doesn't matter. It may not be Vitinha, but anyone can have a shot at the edge of the box and it can go in. And if you don't close those areas quick enough, that's what happens. You get deflections and they go in. So
from what you said about Poro, this is what he's put on social media. Football is emotions. In football, as in life, there can always be mistakes. What I will not tolerate is hearing disrespect from the fans to my teammates. Hence my frustration at the end of the game. And we will get up. We remind you, 6 months ago, everything was so bad. In the end, it is not how it begins, it's how it ends.
Okay.
Then how it ends. To the true Spurs fan, I love you. That's how he ended it.
So basically, reinforcing what Thomas Frank was saying. Basically,
Basically.
Do you know what it is? Like, if you're honest, yeah, like booing Vicario every time he touches the ball isn't necessarily gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help the team. It's not gonna help him.
Mm-mm.
So I can understand what Poro's saying, but at the same time, you are alienating your fans who you need to give you support. And if you don't go and clap the fans at the end of the game, or at least try to show something about your performance, then it kind
Acknowledge
of
them.
it kind of shows that you don't care. And yeah, you're a man and you got pride and all that kind of stuff. But these are the guys that are like paying your wages, and they pay to come see you every week. And for the last 12 months, they've only seen you win like 4 times. So
And they'll be there after you're gone as well.
yeah. They will be there afterwards.
I think when you've got time to reflect, and obviously he's reacted emotionally, but even in that message, he's kind of doubled down on it.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do is issue a rallying cry. Like, guys, Boo's not going to help. We need you to back us. We're sorry for the mistakes. We know we need to do better. We need you behind us. Please, please, please don't get on our backs. And let's be honest, it's a small minority of fans that are booing. It's not the majority. There's always going to be some idiots that are going to boo and boo their own players when certain situations happen. Booing Vicario is not going to be the answer to fixing. It's not going to fix things. It's not going to make things better. It's not going to make the manager pick Kinski or go and get another goalkeeper to replace Vicario. Like, there's often games where Vicario has been the reason that we've been in games or we've won games. Like, he's been that reason at times this season. So to boo him after making the mistake is harsh, and it's not something I do. I don't boo, no matter if I think a player is good enough to be in our team or not. Don't boo. But at the same time, as you said, alienating the fans is not going to help. They need to rally. They need to rally behind themselves, and they need to rally the fans behind them, because what they need is the fans to back them. And the atmosphere at Tottenham Stadium has been very, very tense. It's not the vibrant place that it has been in the past, and that's because the fans don't know what to expect. The excitement to go and watch the team play isn't there right now, and it's not about playing great football. Like, if people keep talking about the Tottenham way and blah 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 blah, right now it's effort and guile and showing that you want to go and win the game, not just sitting back and waiting on the opposition to do what they're doing or playing ball side to side all day long. They've got to find a way to create chances. And even yesterday, we still didn't get an XG of 1. Like, and we're at home. 14 shots, 2 on target.
Mad.
That's poor. 2 shots on target. Come on.
Yeah.
If we're trying to get out of this situation, we've got to find a way to create chances. And
it doesn't help. Kudus and Poro couldn't even beat their first man, bruv. So
there you go.
That was
could have scored though. He
great
scored.
goal, but he couldn't beat his first man, bro. He couldn't beat first man. It was unreal.
And if you're relying on set pieces, boy.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps some teams.
But well done to Fulham.
Man United 7th because of set pieces.
That's what they say.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what Bevan says.
But yeah, praise the opposition where Fulham have got an away win, and they'll feel like they deserved it. They worked hard, they battled, made it difficult for Tottenham to play, and they've got the 3 points. So yeah, and more work for Thomas Frank to do. I think we're going to Newcastle in a week. It's gonna be
Tuesday. Not even in the week. It's 2 days time.
Yeah. Well, I said in the week.
Yeah. I was thinking, wow, that's a quick turnaround.
Mm.
Okay, so the last game, we didn't really talk about it much, but because the title race is still there, Man City had a scare. At 2-0 up, I thought the game was done. 2-0 up at home against Leeds, who had hardly won a game. Haaland hadn't scored, so it was a matter of when's Haaland going to score kind of thing. But for them to turn it around, second half, 2-2, as Gvardiol giving away that penalty, you know when some people argue about things and you think, what on earth are you arguing about? Especially now you got VAR. Like,
what I'm
how on
saying.
earth do you think you're going to get away with that? Oh, I got the ball, though. I cleaned him up, but I got the ball. Like, seriously.
Brother.
Diaz was going mad. Like,
Yeah.
did you see what your centre-back partner just did?
Yeah,
So-
it was ridiculous, bro. I think he had a moment of madness in it. The red mist just came down and he couldn't see nothing.
Do you know what though?
You know what I mean?
When Leeds made it 2-1, they looked like they were in the ascendancy and they were going to get that second goal. And I think that sometimes when they got the second and made it 2-2, there was a lot of time left. And as soon as they put up 10 minutes, kind of knew that City were going to get something out of that game. They would. I don't think that they had enough. So yeah, it still shows that City are a bit disjointed. Even though they got that win, there's still gaps because
vulnerabilities.
Yeah, and you would have looked at that game and thought City are going to win this one 3-4-0. I know it's the Premier League, but that's the great thing about the Premier League, isn't it? Anyone can beat anyone on the day, or anyone can show up on the day. And Leeds will be upset that they didn't get something out of that game, but it still shows that City is still growing, they're still real building that team. And as we've said at the beginning of the season, that they haven't got the same frightening players that they had before. They haven't got that the Mahrez's, David Silva's, Gundogan when he was first there and stuff like that. So these new guys are going to have to step up.
Yeah, the funny thing is, Haaland's now 2 or 3 games he hasn't scored for City. So that's going to be interesting because when you see how Pep was reacting after the game, he's obviously frustrated about something, albeit he was probably just behind Foden when Foden scored the first goal.
Yes.
But I would argue that Foden was in a better position just because Haaland was right behind the defender. But again, it's one of them, innit? You just kind of you're picking hairs, really. Haaland's there to score goals. If he ain't scoring, then, what else are you doing, bro?
But I think you need more from the other guys. I think you need more from Doku. You need more from Savinho. You need more from Amouche. Like, really and truly,
Amouche has been a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even play. Or you bring him out. He's giving him some baby minutes, man. Some minuscule minutes he's getting. But I think you just need more. You just need more from the other guys in that team. A lot of other players need to step up, and it can't just be Haaland, Foden, and Shirky. He looks like he's going to do something when he comes on as well. And Reinders' form, his form has kind of dipped massively.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Obviously, it's a new league, more physical, but I expected more from him. I did. I expected a lot more from Reinders, but it's still 13 games in. There's still a lot more games, and as Guardiola says, the season only started this week. So we'll see where they go from here. But again, in terms of a title race, it was actually good to see City win because then the league is more interesting in that regard. But obviously, until we go above them. But that was it. They were the key games that we looked at this week. And as I said, it's a quick turnaround. Football's back. Premier League's back on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I think we're all playing, well, not all, but pretty much playing separate days as well. So
over the next 10 days, there's a lot of football happening.
Yeah, there's a lot.
A lot of football happening. Yeah.
But we'll move on to our player of the game week. So, Leon, you are first now for player of the game week and predictions. So, who is your player of the week?
My player of the week, I'm going to go with Igor Thiago for Brentford. Another couple of goals right now. Obviously, Brentford losing some key players over the summer, but right now he is key man for them and getting another couple of goals this weekend. So I'm going with Igor Thiago.
Bevan?
I'm going to go with Reece James for the player of the week. He had a great game, bossed that midfield, and even down to 10 men, he still was doing the work of 2 men. So, yeah, Reece James, I'm not a hater.
Lamont?
I'm torn. I'm not gonna lie, because those two calls are great calls. In fairness, but I'm probably gonna give it to Reece James because realistically, 10 men down, and he looked like the only man that was in the midfield for both teams. So I'm gonna give it to James.
Okay. And my player of the week this week goes to Foden. Scoring after 59 seconds he scored after. And then when it looked down and out, he gets the winner. And is it going to be a turn in his fortunes? Between now and the next international break, he's got to put a big shift in if he wants to get into Tuchel's plan. So maybe it's the start of something for him. So, Leon, your moment of the week?
My moment is Caicedo getting a red card against Arsenal. Obviously, the game was finally in the balance, and even though Chelsea did extremely well playing with 10 men, it could have affected, or it could have been a different game had they had 11 versus 11. You never know. Shoulda, woulda, couldas, but yeah, that's a big moment this weekend, I think.
Okay, Bevan.
Yeah, I was going to give the same thing. I was going to say Caicedo's red card. I think that probably changed the game. And as Leon said, if they'd kept 11v11, they could have won that game. Who knows?
Lamont?
I'm going to give it to Tyler Adams. He picked out a nice long-range shot to beat the keeper. And I feel like everyone was thinking, did that hit the crossbar? Did that go in? Because the way it hit the bottom of the goal and bounced straight out and the keeper was in a mess. Yeah, you got to give it to him. Yeah. I liked it. It was a good goal.
Okay. I've got two because they're not real. The first one's not real. But I go with Leon's one, but it's not for the same reason as Leon. So I go with the moment of the week being Caicedo, partly because when you actually watch it, he commits the foul, he looks at the referee, and then all of a sudden he is in a world of pain. His foot is broken, his leg is broken. Like, seriously? The play acting was ridiculous. When he gets a red card, he wants to come back on the pitch. He wants to come back on the pitch and talk to the referee.
Yeah, A-star for effort.
That was nasty work. But and then obviously the screamer, the actual whole comedy moment of Tottenham. I mean, you come out, you clear the lines, even if you kick it, because obviously you've got the multi-ball system. So he's probably thinking, if I kick it out, they're going to throw it back in. Aim for the football. Like, say they can't get the ball, but to use your weaker foot to launch it upfield. He's right-footed, right, Leon? Yeah, so to use your weaker foot to launch it up, and then made it worse, he can play at the players. So he starts switching at his teammates for that instant. Like, are you kidding me? Just kick it out. And that doesn't happen. I know Leon said that someone should have gone on the line, but if you don't do that, you have to worry about someone going on the line. Don't switch at me when you just done that nonsense. So combining the two, I couldn't split them. So they're my moments of the game week. So we'll move on to the last bit of the show. Predictions.
Dude.
It's some tough games.
Some tough fixtures.
In fact, no, it's only one really. If I'm being honest, I think it's only really one. Newcastle Spurs, but Leon probably say it's not even tough. But Leon, away to Newcastle.
I'm going to go 3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle for Leon. Bevan?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to go same 3-1 Newcastle.
Same?
Yeah.
Lamont?
2-1 Newcastle.
I'm going for the same 2-1 Newcastle as well. Okay, then we have on the Wednesday, Arsenal versus Brentford. Arsenal at home. Brentford have done all right. They did win 3-1 in the last outing against Burnley, but that's Burnley. So it's a completely different proposition. But can Keith Andrews make a change? So, Leon.
Ooh. 2-0 Arsenal.
Okay. You're not sure about Igor? Igor might do something?
I think he might be injured.
Oh, is it? Hey.
Tough.
Hey, okay.
Ooh.
Bevan?
See, I was going to say 3-1. But if he's injured, 3-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, I was thinking the same actually. But Lamont?
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Yeah, I'll go 3-0. 3-0 Arsenal. Same day, Liverpool play Sunderland. I'll be honest with you. When I was watching, I didn't even watch it all. When they were 2-0 down against Bournemouth, I was like, okay, cool. It's not great, but Bournemouth is showing what they can do. And then I saw they won 3-2. I was like, this is not what we need. This is not what we need right now.
And probably scored the winner again.
Back, bro.
Probably scored again at the end, yeah.
It's like, come on, man. But we've won, so I'll be more confident. So, but Leon, it is over to you.
Man. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Bevan?
2-0 Liverpool.
No, I find it very interesting. In this whole run of our defeats, pretty much everyone has actually predicted would win every single one of those games. Pretty much everyone predicted to win every single one of them. Lamont, apart from Lamont, but that's for obvious reasons.
What do you mean? I'm just saying.
You're a Liverpool hater. You're a Liverpool hater.
Brother,
It's true.
I'm saying what I see.
Bruv, just own it. I'm a Man United hater. You Liverpool hater. Just own it.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
I am going for 2-1 Liverpool. Although I actually want a 2-0. I think it's going to be 2-0, but they are better at set pieces than West Ham by a long shot.
Yep.
So
They also hasn't really conceded that many, considering, to be honest.
no. Okay, and then annoyingly, Thursday night, Man United are home to West Ham. We've softened West Ham up for you guys. Can you finish your dinner, Leon?
2-0 Man U.
Bevan?
1-0 United. That's Man United.
Yeah.
No West Ham.
Man United.
We knew what you meant, Bev. Don't worry.
Lamont?
3-0 United.
And I'm going to go 2-0 Man United. Okay. They are our predictions this week. So, don't normally do this, but we'll just do a little rundown. Won't do the scores. First game, everyone's predicted Newcastle to win against Spurs. Second game, everyone's predicted Arsenal to win. In the third game, everyone apart from Lamont predicted Liverpool win. And in the last game, everyone's predicted Man United to win. So, let's see. There won't be much changes. Everyone will either get 1 point or no points from that bit. So it's just a matter of the scorelines, it seems, in all but one game. And then obviously adding Daryl's ones. So, we have come to the end of the show. Man, finally, Liverpool have won. We haven't turned a corner. We're not back or anything like that. We just happened to come up against a team that was completely trash and get 3 points. But
They also had 10 men.
yeah, it's still free. We're winning at the time. And not everyone could beat 10 men. No. He's reeling me in, but he's forgetting. He's reeling me in, yeah. He's forgetting.
Bruh.
He's forgetting that they lost to 10 men on Monday.
Mate,
They lost to 10 men on Monday at home.
listen.
So I don't mind.
Just look
I don't
up.
mind.
Just look
I
up.
don't mind.
Just look up. Just look up. That's what you need
I
to
don't
do. Just
mind.
look up. Just
Look up.
Yeah.
I like my lights. My lights are nice. I'm looking at. I got nice lights here. But yeah, guys, this has been another fun one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to comment. And thank you for allowing us to reach or helping us to reach 300 subs. As I said at the beginning, share, so we can get to 400 quicker than we got to 300. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.